better lighting over here. Oh yeah, definitely better lighting over here. I made a video about preconceived notions, but now I'm thinking, have I had preconceived notions before I've approached people? Have I taken somebody else's interactions with somebody and then applied them to myself before I interacted with that same person that the other person talked about with their interaction and how that went? I kind of think if I've done that to people, or have I always ignored what somebody says and just gone with my own? I think it's that one. I'm pretty sure it's that one. So what I fucked up? Not fucked up. I decided to put myself around the same exact people, and I became that person. And that was bad. That was really fucking bad. But in a way I didn't. But when you put yourself around a certain energy and you have yourself around that certain energy for a while, you become that energy, whether you like it or not. And I became that. I became the people that I put myself around. When you're homeless, you're everywhere, man. Even if you're in a shelter, you're still all over the place. You can go to literally go anywhere. Your shelter, like my shelter, I've been in shelters all over those 5 boroughs except Staten Island. But other than Staten Island, I have been in a lot of places within New York City. I've been around a lot of different people in New York City. And then I've been in the shelter system. Well, I was in the shelter system for almost 10 years. Like, I was 9 years and maybe 4 months. Like, I was really that close to spending a decade in the streets and in the DHS system. But all the people that I put myself around, though, I wanted to be around them because I felt like their energy was good for me. I didn't know that they were feeling how they were feeling about themselves. And possibly applying that shit to me because I'm around them. Because birds of the same feather, I guess, flock together. But I was also told, as a black child, coming out of black parents, and having a black mother, I was told that I ain't got no motherfucking friends. I was always asked this question before I got a punishment or something. If your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump off with them? And I will always say no. You gotta be careful about who you put yourself around, because yes, we all probably been through some fucked up shit, but we're different motherfuckers. Our brains work differently. That's why we have different brains. Our eyes are different. That's why we got different color eyes. Our palms, our fingers, everything is different. That's why we are different. We're supposed to be different. But we feel like because we're all fucked up, we come from the same fucked up place. So we gotta put ourselves around fucked up individuals who are really not trying to get out of their fucked up ways. I was definitely that motherfucker. So, oh man, I was. Because once I realized that that's who I was, then I also realized I could change who I am. I stopped allowing my mental state to take over and put me in a place where I can't come back from. I come from oppressed people. Oppressed. This skin color was oppressed for over 400 years. Regardless of the indigenous folks that were on this land before my ancestors got here. Well, I almost had to catch myself from crying. Okay. My ancestors went through a lot of shit. And they probably didn't even want to be here. But for the ones that were actually here, Indians, the indigenous folks that were on this land before the Africans were brought here. I have both of that. No. Wrong. I don't think I have indigenous tribes in mind. According to my ancestry, I didn't see any indigenous tribes, but I have to check again. But I know that the slaves in my bloodline was fucked by white men or a white woman. You know? And how those white folks perceive my ancestors, that's called oppression. Literacy test. a form to stop people of my complexion in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and 60s, not 60s, 30s, 40s, and 50s from voting. Literacy tests. And I used to hear kids, not used to, I heard a kid say this shit after summer was over one time in junior high school when a teacher asked him, what book did y'all read over the summer? And he said, I don't read, miss. That's self-oppression right there, because how do your ancestors cope with being oppressed for over 400 plus years, and you who didn't have to go through what they went through, and me too, I didn't have to go through what my prior ancestors went through, I'm not going to allow myself to be oppressed, because then that's called self-oppression. We went from somebody oppressing us to us oppressing ourselves, and now we're in regression. Well, not we, because I'm not in regression. I'm not. If you don't know what regression means, look it up. If you went from oppression to self-oppression and now you're in regression, I don't want to be around you. As much as I want to help you get better, you have to want to help me get better too. So if you are continuously apply shit that your ancestors went through, your ancestors are not you. My ancestors are not me. My ancestors were here before me, but they're not me. And if I applied the shit that my ancestors went through to people out here in these streets, I would be living up. I would still be living the way I was living. That means I would still be homeless. I would still be okay with being in DHS. I would still be okay with signing for a place. I'd be okay for signing for a saving place. I'd be okay with signing for my bank. No, I'm not okay with that. I don't like listening to people who don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I don't like listening to people who don't listen to themselves. Gift 18. Questioning authority. A lot of y'all probably have that gift too. It's not that you don't care about what that person is saying, but if that person is saying something and they're not living in the ways of what they're saying, then why am I listening to you? Do fucking better. So to anybody, especially men, just look, you see how I'm dressed. Look, you see how do it like this. You back up so you can see it. If you didn't know, like if your brain, the way people's minds and shit work, looking at this, I've been getting it all my life. A lot of people think I'm a boy. I'm not. I'm too spirited though. On the paper, yes, I'm a female, but I can do everything a male can do. I'm just a woman that believes once a month uncontrollably. So if you see me and you seeing me makes you feel like I want to be you as a man, you have removed all of your feminine energies. And you have only saved it for people that are close to you, because you've put it out to the world before, and the world shuts you down. I don't want to be you, so I stay away from people like you. And I don't want to be rude about it, but what the fuck are you doing for me? What are you being around me doing for me? Am I prospering? Probably not. Definitely not. Because at this moment in time, I'm not around anybody. Now I'm healthy. My mental is clear. I haven't had an alter switch in about like one that had me. The last nigga that I cursed out, that nigga Tabs. And that was like 3 years ago. Before that, it was my ex. I be careful about who I put myself around. Because I can put myself around anybody. I can go where the fuck I want to go. I can do whatever I want to do. And so can you. But if you allow preconceived notions from the other world, and you apply that shit to me, I don't want to fuck with you. Because you ain't giving me a chance to be me. Now I'm going to be I swear to you, I'm going to be a happy hoe. Because I deserve to be a happy hoe. I want you to be happy too. But if you're saying fuck me because you don't know me, I say fuck you. Stay away from me.